Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about people and remembering things about you. So today, I went in and I ate some food, and then I realized this person knew exactly what I wanted before I even said. That is really cool, but it's also kind of scary, you know? They know you so well, they know exactly what you want, which is beneficial in some ways, but it's also like, oh my gosh, these people remember me, you know? And this has happened to me 3 times. One of them was with a chain store. The second one was with a mom and pop Mexican food place. And the third one, the one that I talked to you about today, is about a mom and pop pizza place. So, the first one is Sanrio Hello Kitty. We all know this. I was a huge Hello Kitty fan. Avid. I bought everything from there, or I tried to at least. I came pretty close. I came pretty close until they closed down the stores in my town. And so I was like, ah, but I bought a ton of stuff from them. I mean, I bought a lamp, I bought a pizza plate, I bought a CD player, I bought some little pillows things. I bought bed sheets, for crying out loud. In fact, I even have one of the bed sheets on here. So yeah, I have a lot of Hello Kitty stuff. I'm not kidding you. I used to wear a ton of Hello Kitty clothing too. I used to chew Hello Kitty gum. I used to eat Hello Kitty um little treats. I used to write with Hello Kitty pencils. I had a backpack with Hello Kitty on it for 2nd grade, which is really funny now that I think about it. It wouldn't even fit now. But anyway, I bought so much from Hello Kitty in such a short amount of time, like a year or two. It was short for me. And I was so young that the people, they remembered me. The people that worked there remembered me, and they knew who my family was. So they're like, oh, you're her brother, right? Oh yeah, she doesn't have this or this or this. And they would tell my family. My brother once told me this. And they would tell my family, oh, she doesn't have this. You can buy this for her. Maybe it was because they wanted money, or maybe it's because I bought a lot of stuff from them, but they remembered me. They remembered what I bought. They remembered what I do like and what I don't like, per se, from Hello Kitty. They remembered a lot of stuff about me, and that was really cool. And at the time, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting! Someone actually remembers me! Things like that. People would remember me, and they would know, like, oh, she doesn't like that, or oh, she likes this, maybe she'll get this when she comes in next, or things like that. They were always super nice and friendly and all that, and it was really cool, I'll just say that, to have so much about me remembered from one store and a few people. It was just fun, and I loved it. I probably helped them stay afloat for a long time. Um, because every time we went to the mall, that is the place I would stop at and be like, oh, we have to go in there, we have to go in there, I have money. And I would buy some weird thing. Back then, I was a spender, not a saver. Now I'm a saver. I am very much a saver. I don't spend a lot of money. I don't like to spend a lot of money. But back then, I was like, oh, I don't have this yet. I want this. Things like that. The other thing on this number 2, it was the mom and pop Mexican place. First of all, they knew my dad and my brother first. They like, oh, hi. And they'd be like, oh, you want this, don't you? And he'd be like, yeah. And so they would have it ready. They lived, well, they didn't live, but they worked right down the street from us. And so we sometimes walked there, sometimes we called in. They knew our voices from over the phone, guys. That is really cool. And this was going on in my 7th grade, and so we were all eating there. I was homeschooled, so they were like, oh, why don't we, you know, have it for lunch sometimes. And so for lunch sometimes I've had that, and we had it about once or twice a week, every week. It got me like really, I guess you could say fat, but I'm not really fat, but it got me back to normal weight. I used to be very underweight for some odd reason, but now I'm like at normal weight. I'm like, oh my gosh, because like I used to be like really, really, really tiny. I looked to some people like I looked kind of skeletal-like because they could see my ribs for some odd reason. Again, I ate a lot of food still back then, and it still looked really weird. But then I started gaining weight in 7th grade, and it was like, okay, this is okay. And so we ate there a lot. A lot. And I mean a lot. We probably helped them stay afloat, too. But they knew exactly what we wanted. They knew our voices over the phone. They had the best fried ice cream. The best, you guys. It was so good. I usually don't like chocolate sauce, but that was amazing. It's probably the best fried ice cream or dessert I've ever had, which is saying something, because I do eat a lot of desserts, but it's really good. I loved it. It was right down the street, so it was easy convenience for us. We loved it. And that was back before we moved. We ate there a lot. They knew everything we wanted, and it was just a nice place to be. It was very nice, homey feeling, and they had a bakery right next door, so we could buy donuts sometimes. And that was like, oh my gosh, so nice. It smelled super good in there too. And now onto the third place that remembers our orders, or my orders, I should say. And that is a mom and pop pizza shop by where we now live. It is very close by. We can walk to it just like the other one. And the reason why we found it was like we were looking around for like a new Mexican place like the one we had back at our old house, but we couldn't find any. And so we were like, and then we saw this special for like very good pizza. And so we ate there. And we made the mistake of getting this huge pizza, and there was only 3 of us. We were like, oh my gosh. We had to take over half of it home, I believe. It was very big. Anyway, we had a lot of fun, and we kept going back because it tasted super good. I go there now, and I buy, like, wings and fries barbecue. And our waitress, she knew exactly what I wanted, what my mom wanted. My brother is a bit of a wild card. He doesn't get the exact same thing all the time. Sometimes he gets pizza, sometimes he gets wings, and then there's a different flavoring of wings, so he's like different all the time. But I'm like wings, barbecue sauce, no ranch, no dressing, no nothing, and that's it. And so she did that. She got it a lot. And because we told her that over and over and over, she started remembering it. And now she's like, okay, so you want the barbecue wings, no ranch, no dressing, no nothing, and the soda in a to-go cup. And I'm like, yeah, because that's what I always got. And she did the same thing with my mom, who got pizza and a salad and a to-go cup soda. And it was really cool because she remembered what we liked, and that takes a certain amount of dedication, you know. Not everybody remembers what you want. And because we go there so often, we probably help them stay afloat. Not because they're in struggle, but like, oh, now we can like get more wings because these people like the wings and all that. And so it's just really cool that people like what we eat, and that they remember exactly what we want or what we don't have or things like that. And so it's really, really cool, but it's also kind of scary because if somebody was like, oh, I don't like this person, I'll give them like a laxative in this, then you're like, oh gosh, and they know exactly what you're going to eat. It's just sad there. But that won't ever happen That only happens in spy movies. Maybe that's why I'm acting like this, because I saw a spy movie really recently, so I'm like, oh, that would explain it. Yeah, it probably will never happen. Probably not. But there's always a chance. Anyway, it's just really cool. So comment below and tell me if that's ever happened to you. Like, if someone remembers exactly what you want for, like, lunch or dinner at your favorite restaurant, or if someone at a store actually remembers, oh, you have this, but you don't have this, and they can tell who you are and who your siblings are and who your parents are. They can tell them too. It's really cool. And so I would like to know, and we can talk about it maybe. But just tell me in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.